सागरे ग पगरे ग पध पगरे ग सारे
MEC, we partner with schools all over the Midwest to create premier gaming experiences.
The most common angles that the operator plays. This is like second to only B long. Fight is likely having a leg shot, but they're too slow. Hariri lands a perfect headshot.
Laying in the damage zone and I'm on out. Going into A4, look at Sage. Laying in the middle.
Sage?
Laying in the damage. Going in revenge for their honey.
No way!
Play taller. Sage Wabe gets the quadra kill.
That was
So it kind of sounds fun, so I'll give it a chance. And then we ended up playing in high school the next 2 years together. And we've been playing ever since. So he kind of taught me the game. We've been playing on a team since then, and then now we're in college, so we can't play together anymore.
We do love all the players, even the ones we shit talk. We love you all. We love you all.
Body Pluto looking for the plank. Trickster waiting, maybe looking for the steal. Pluto has his engaged. The scatter of the week comes through. Watch Levi though. Levi hasn't been touched just yet, but the damage is coming through. The melt line gets melted. Jinqual on a killing spree, and all of Ottawa goes down.
Why? Those don't go in. It goes off the sidebar.
Starting to come out. The flash is popped. The Rolling Thunder is utilized to perfection. And now it's all on Thiessen. But Thiessen just keeps on going.
Welcome to the MEC. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Chef Billy and JT here to bring you the inaugural season of Rocket League here in the Midwest Esports Conference. We have a full slate of games today. It's the last day of January. It feels like spring here in the Midwest, down here in Springfield, Missouri. JT up at KC. And I'll tell you what, we got some warm temperatures and some hot action coming up tonight with 3 games on the set.
Oh yeah, action going to be absolutely spicy, folks. We got a boatload of content coming your way tonight. Kicking us off, of course, we are going to have here in this run of show. I believe, let me double check. It is Ashland versus Ohio Northern. As we take a look at those two teams, they're going to be the first ones on our screen here, and this one could be, I think, a early test here for Ashland. I mean, obviously they come in with a roster so far a bit unproven. Would you say so?
Yeah, I'd absolutely say so. Looking, at their rankings, the tracker.gg site, there's a little bit of a skill rate difference between these two. They're coming in as diamonds, and the other team's coming in pushing grand champion as a team average. So I think that Ohio Northern right now have an opportunity to really kind of set the tone here for what we're going to see. It's going to be a learning experience for a lot of us. I haven't seen any of these colleges in other competitions that I have been casting. So this is a chance for us to see more centered here in the Midwest, where we all love and live to be. We'll get a chance to see how they come out there. So, it's all first to threes here. We'll see how it goes down. I personally think just because of the skill difference, it might go a little fast, but we'll see how it goes down, because everything can happen on the pitch. It just matters what are you showing up with on the day.
Absolutely. And I think, as someone who has played in lobbies with players much more talented than I am there, this is also an opportunity for those Ashland, just because they are ranked a little bit lower in ranked matches there, doesn't mean that they don't have any ability on the screen. So this is an opportunity for them to try to learn from their opponents there and see if they are able to, we're not just talking about can they score a goal. I think the question is, how many goals will they be able to score here? I think, like you said, that right now, Ohio Northern, they have the advantage, at least on paper, but the game ain't played on paper, as any coach will tell you. It's about who decides to show up and what kind of attitude you go into these matches there, and how you're going to try to set that tone.
Exactly, and it's all about teamwork and communication. I think those are the two hallmarks that, you may come together as a three-man squad, but it depends on how much time have you spent in those scrim blocks. How much time have you been VOD reviewing your own performances leading up to now our inaugural season here in the MEC? So we'll see how it goes down as we head into game right now. Ohio Northern are going to be in the orange, Ashland in the blue kits. Early pressure coming out from Ohio Northern.
Oh, yeah, right off the crossbar there was Jay Rupp as he was trying to get that scoring started earlier. Now Slippy looking to find a pass over his teammate there, intercepted there by Jay Rupp. Looks like Jay Rupp looking to be a bit more of a disruptor there for this Ohio Northern squad, as they are keeping this pressure on early here, keeping the ball in the blue half of the field. Again, nice little dribble there out to midfield. Quickly dashed there as Jay Rupp once again harassing that back line here for Ohio Northern early in the first 30 seconds.
Oh, all right. Got kind of boost starved out there, but watch the trail on the play here. I mean, this is Uncle Satan right now, coming in, or Uncle Stan, sorry. And just a quick little pass. Nobody was there in rotation. Third man kind of got caught out there chasing down the pressure coming from the left-hand side of their goal. So, I mean, right now, early possession to Ohio Northern. They're starting to really take control of these resources and get their rotations nice and clean.
Yeah, and that is going to be the thing for them to watch, is can they keep those rotations and just play the game they came in with, have that game plan. And you see Silent Wolf dumping into the orange half of the field here. A nice way to try to break up some of that pressure, allows his teammates to get some boost here. As you see now, Ohio Northern retaking control of the ball here, trying to drive this now out from the orange half back over to the side of Ashland.
I like this. There's an early little dump pass in, looking for the waterfall pass to connect on the end of it there. JT, I mean, early here, minute 20 in. Looks like there's a little bit of dump and chase going on from this Ashland side. They look a little bit disconcerted. I think a little bit cleaner comms here coming from the Ashland University players. I think we get it, and that's a good way to start there with a demo.
Yeah, and to me, it does also look a bit like they're trying to absorb that pressure early. They know that they have that disadvantage on paper, so they're just going to let their opponents try to, come at them and take as much heat as possible, and before finally figuring out that rhythm, cooling down, and trying to find their own rhythm now. And you saw them create some pressure there on the Ohio Northern side, but now back over on the side of Ashland. J. Rupp looking for a pass, dropping it in. Will be a shot. It's a goal for Uncle Stan.
That was a great sequence of events, and I mean, just good pressure here that comes out from Uncle Stan. Watches the play as it sets up, and then is able to finish on the end of it. That's called chasing the play right there. They kind of had an idea once the touch was made by Ashton where that ball was going to squirt out to, and they went ahead and took full advantage of it. 2-goal lead, scariest lead in soccer and in Rocket League, as you're starting to feel your oats. And now it might be time for Ashton to really up the pressure here. Try to commit more aerially. Get this game a little bit more vertical is what I would think they need to do right now, because they've had their best looks when they've gone to the skies.
Yeah, and right now it seems that, oh, here it comes, like you say, though. It is a downward dribble there through the ground, able to cut through that defense with Slippy, finding Silent Wolf on that cut there, and it's just one cut turn right to the end zone, as you were.
JT, Brock got his axles broken there with a little bit of the emergency brake and just whip the tail end around there. Yeah, that's going to earn you a demolition coming out. That might tick him off. As we hit the halfway point, Harry comes through, and no joy on the end of it, JT. I mean, that is a great response here from Ashton. That's exactly what they needed. Now they're starting to feel their oats.
Oh, beautifully done that time. J-Rob coming in to stop that one that time, but now Silent Wolf had one place to put it there and decided to put it right in the face of the defender, hoping they flinch. And again, this Ohio Northern squad, they do not flinch in the face of danger. So we've seen are winning these 50s as well as that one. Now staying offensively minded with the touch here. Looking for those opportunities here. Can it be for Kip? Not going to be that time. But again, they still have this lead and they're looking for more.
I mean, we're, 145 left here in game number 1. Well, I say it was a 1-goal lead at 144 left. There is a beautiful little dispossession and pass back into the corner. Look at that. I mean, maybe a little bit lucky on the touch there, JT, but I think you'll take that all day long. And once again, it's what I learned when I was playing soccer all those eons ago. If you throw yourself towards the net, good things can happen.
Absolutely, and J-Rup, to my eye, seems to have been one of the better players on the pitch at this moment here. He's been the one that's stood out to my eye throughout this game number 1 here, and he finally gets rewarded with that goal. Nice little assist from his teammate as well, as he was assisted on a goal previously in the game here. 1:15 left to play here in game number 1. It's a 3-1 lead for Ohio Northern, and they are still looking to press the attack, put the boot on the throat, as it were.
Oh, I love it. I love aggression throughout the period here. We'll see if Ashley can do something like this right now to get themselves back into this game. There's still plenty of time to score 2 goals. I just think that they're getting out-rotated right now. They're getting out-aggression. The aggression coming from Ohio Northern. They're not taking no for an answer in some of these touches. That's a dangerous ball, but nobody's chasing it. Once again, they're all back in retreat.
Oh, that was a good little, you saw that clear there. Nice little defensive touch to keep it out from going towards their net. On that one, it was crucial for Ashton to get that touch, and they were able to do so. With 30 seconds remaining, they're looking to try to close this game here, make it a 1-goal game. However, the defense comes in, and it's once again J-Rup looking to try to get a flip reset off that one there. Had the shot, but Slippy's there to make the save.
Yeah, I mean, that's good conscientious goaltending right there. I mean, there's going to be a shot on the back of this. There's going to be a touch. What a bump that came through from Kip, the unsung hero there, making sure that goal did not get in the back of the net. 4 seconds left.
Yeah, final few seconds of regulation ticking down, and Ohio Northern officially takes game number 1. Again, a big performance there from J-Rup. Definitely seemed like the captain on the field, if nothing else. They're certainly directing traffic and getting his teammates in the position to succeed here in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like all things did run through J-Rup, whether it was a touch, whether it was some contact on the sides. We saw Kip kind of be more like the equalizer. When chances started coming through, we saw Kip a couple of times now with a couple of very good bumps and very opportune situations. So we'll see now what Ashland do in this little bit of a break as we get ready for game number 2. I mean, honestly, I just think getting a little bit more forward pressure. Don't retreat as soon as you lose the ball. You've got 3 players on the pitch. Make them think about crossing that midfield line. That's where I want to see a little bit more demos, a little bit more physicality.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ooh, and there's a dangerous shot there from Kip as Geeb finally comes up, shows up big there, making that stop. Geeb 16, I didn't say their name, I think, at all in that game number 1, so finally seeing them come alive here in game number 2. You see Silent Wolf really seems to be driving this team forward here for Ashland, as they're, again, making some key defensive stops early on here in game number 2.
Yeah, I love it. And, you know, sometimes you can build your offense through a good defense. And that's exactly what's happening right now. As the long touch comes through, Silent Wolf's going to go up and gets bumped out of his way for his pressures.
Love that attempt, though. There, nice little... The execution just wasn't quite there, but the idea I do love.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting physical, first of all, and they're starting to not be scared of this Ohio Northern team. So this is what I love to see. You've got the first game out of the way. Maybe it's a little bit of jitters. Maybe you had, you know, you didn't get enough warm-up time. I don't know what it was, but Ashland looking like a complete 180 here. They're aggressive. They're really staking their mark on this game. That's a great touch forward, and J-Rup buries it.
Yeah, I think that when you talk about aggression, I think the defense got a little too aggressive there, coming up, Slippy getting right past him there, and J-Rup able to have the easiest finish there, able to get the first goal of this game number 2 here. But you're right, you're seeing that aggression. It does kind of feel like Ashland really kind of treating ranked is really just a number to them, and it's like now they've kind of realized, hey, we can be on the same field here and not get, you know, the brakes beat off us on our cars.
Yep, I absolutely agree. I think that this is really a good test for them. I mean, that's a great touch coming from Silent Wolf. Oof. He can't find the carry, but is there somebody behind him? A good shot? No. Eve on the backside now gets a little touch. This sets Silent Wolf up, but whiffs. Oh, no. You can't whiff like that. You got to make contact with the ball. And, well, that's a dangerous ball, and no joy on the end of it. J-Rup, once again, we've called their name plenty of times here, JT, as we see you know, them collect the trash and start the attack up once again.
Yeah, Ohio Northern has been pretty dominant. Now you're starting to see them. Nice little demo on the back end there by Kip. I was going to say they're starting to assert their dominance here, and that's exactly how you do. You just kind of go in your opponent's face and just start smashing them to bits and take them off the field for 3 seconds.
You know what I think that Ashland could really be? Oh, God, what a steal. That's a open shot.
They could use that. They could use that, huh?
To bury this. They could use that. I mean, what they could really use is I think they need to slow down the tempo just ever so slightly. It's a little bit frenetic right now. As we hit the halfway point of game number 2, Silent Wolf on the death's door there.
The bump.
Push that ball away. But, oh, my God. Okay, but there was still somebody on the goal line there. But Kip gets credit for the goal here.
Yeah, well, because look at this bump right here. Uncle Stan with the goal, but bump from Kip absolutely decimated the defender there. And that's, again, really good. You see those type of pick plays at the RLCS level here. So you're seeing these college students, again, becoming, you know, students of the game, learning from the masters that came before them here and seeing how effective it is at any level.
Oh, I love it. Oh, here's a little give and go. Nice shot. Nice goal. Holy cow. Slippy with a slippery pass underneath the chassis of J-Rup there. Yeah, that's beautiful work there. What a nice far post goal.
Yeah, that one was a close one there, and J-Rub just, if they had a Dominus, they maybe get that save there, but I know there's been some discourse right now regarding Dominus players on Twitter, and all I'll just say is, hey, listen, I made the Marauder, all right, and I turned out like this, so I'll leave you to your own your own conclusions on that.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, size sometimes does matter. We'll see how it goes down here in the last 2 minutes of the game. 1:40 exactly to be on the clock here. National are within touching distance of Ohio Northern. I want to see them get a little bit more aggressive as they're doing right now. Nice rotation there in the corner.
Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful turn there by Silent Wolf to try to get some aggression while they had no boost. And now you see them back on the defensive line. Just Slippy able to make that save there. Excuse me, was credited to Silent Wolf there as they combine for the stop here. 1:15 left to go on the clock. Slippy trying to create some pressure here for Ashland. Denied that time by Uncle Stan as Kip there to deny the boost as well. And here comes Ashland once again, but the defense from J-Rup. And will Ohio Northern turn this into an attacking opportunity with a goal?
Oh, give and go. What a touch there from Slippy. Comes in the YOLO save, as I like to call it, just comes screaming off the side of the camera there. Now, I mean, 45 seconds. That's a great stop. Can you do something on the back end of it? I want to see us go into overtime.
Overtime would be a delight. It would be a treat. Everyone loves free Rocket League, as I like to say. Nevertheless, 30 seconds remaining here. Silent Wolf creating pressure on that back line, but J-Rup definitely maneuvers it out to midfield as Geeb looked for the shot and it was denied that time, ushered away by Uncle Stan as Silent Wolf looking for the pass to Geeb, trying to set something up here in the final few seconds. Can they find an equalizer in regulation?
Oh my goodness, 10 seconds left on the board. That's probably going to do it right there unless Slippy has something up their sleeve. 0-second drill probably incoming here. Oh no, no field goal! And that's not how you want to end it, but still, it is a 1-goal margin this time for the two teams. Ashland looking much more comfortable in their cars. And I think that, you kind of hit the head, the
nail on the head?
Tongue-tied. You hit the nail on the head there towards the beginning of the period. It's the execution. It's that last touch in the final third. They've really set themselves up with a couple of really good scoring opportunities. We saw them capitalize on one. I think that they got the right theory. Now it's all about the execution coming in. And you know what? They've demoed you. I think I counted 4 demos to 1. So I think upping the physicality here for Ashland, and if you can, slow down that tempo, give yourself a chance to breathe, and really set something up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be an opportunity here, and you got to remember too, this is collegiate Rocket League here, so you expect all these players, they're going to learn as they go on. You expect them to have that sort of sponge of a brain absorbing everything that's being thrown at them there, so that they can retain that and find ways to, implement that or counter it in the future here. So that's where I'm seeing from Ashland here is that these games are looking very competitive. And what a save from J-Rup after he just led that ball right to his own goal and almost dared the opponents to try and take a shot on it.
I mean, JT, that was a really good touch that actually came in from Geeb. And like you said, J-Rup just ushered and really herded that ball along the back wall there, and we're turning it into an offensive possession here, as we're a minute in, no goals as of yet. Demo once again going in the favor of Ohio Northern. Yeah, they've got to up their physicality here. They're getting absolutely bullied on the ball. Yeah,
and it's not like that they've been completely dominant here. There have been stretches where Ashland does have control of the game, and again has scored goals in the first 2 games previously. So this is, even though Ohio Northern has taken the first 2 games, it's not that they have been by a wide margin either way.
Yeah, it's not been a blowout. I mean, and looking at the paper test, I thought it would be a lot more one-sided. This is great value for the money here. Ashland definitely punching where I think they should be. That's a great touch off the back wall. Sets up Kip so perfectly. Look at this. Once again, it's J-Rup into Uncle Stan. And then just the little doink underneath the chassis. That's haters.
Yeah, beautifully read there by Ohio the North there, setting that up there. It's a beautiful team play. It's concerted effort by the entire team. Those are my favorite type of goals, when everybody gets a chance to touch the ball within 5 seconds of that goal occurring. It's just really kind of puts a nice little stamp on saying, hey, we're all about this teamwork here, and we got a good synergy right now, and that makes a team very, very dangerous, and Ashland has to know that there is some danger coming their way, and they have to figure out how are they going to counter that right now.
I mean, I like what Ashland's doing. They're trying to spread the field. They're trying to switch the point of attack. They're just getting, just the last touch is lacking. I think that's the only thing that I can say for Ashland right now is it's just the last touch. If they can clean up the last touch, I think that we're looking at even closer. They probably would have won a game by now.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that does kind of like separate grand champs from champs and diamonds and whatnot. It is very much like that last touch, just that final finish, that ruthlessness. As Ashton now, I say that, Geeb comes in and says, hey, no, those words, put them back in your mouth. All right, we don't need them right now because we now have an equalizer.
Yep, I like it. Just as we cross over the halfway point here in game number 3, Ohio Northern up 2-0. It is a 1-3, folks. So they are sitting on match point, and Ashland is not ready to go into our Midwest night. As we're looking now to see, can they take the lead? This is the first time other than 0-0 that they have been tied with this Ohio Northern squad.
Yeah, and we will see Silent Wolf on the attack here, cut out by Kip, trying to set something up with Uncle Stan, sending it back out to midfield and right down to the Ashland side of the field. 2 minutes is all that's left on the clock here, and both teams really fighting tooth and nail. It feels like Ashland, they have a bit of the control of this game here, and now they've kind of grasped an opportunity. Can they capitalize on this momentum that's kind of shifted their way?
Oh, no, the touch. Yes, good. Okay. Silent Wolf was able to swing the chassis around quickly because that was a dangerous little breakout move coming from Ohio Northern. Slippy X has really inserted themselves into this third game, getting some great touches out of their defensive third and setting up a Silent Wolf and Geeb on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely clutch move there by Silent Wolf to keep this a tied game, carte blanche, where next goal could decide this game number 3 right now, as Ohio Northern here still struggling defensively, try to get this out of their own half here, as right now Ashland kind of has their number. They've played 2 games already, almost 3 whole games, and Ashland starting to adapt to the play style of Ohio Northern. Does Ohio Northern have some extra tricks up that sleeve there to try to change up their play style, or find some sort of wild card that can create a little bit of a friction in Ashland's game plan?
I mean, talk about friction right there. They get 50 up top, and nobody's on the goal line.
Against the run of play.
Squirted out. Right. It's completely against the run of play. And yeah, Slippy couldn't get the body down fast enough. Everybody was out of rotation looking for resources. 39 seconds. Is that the dagger? It takes Ohio Northern to the 3-0 victory here in week number 1, game number 1 of our inaugural season here in the Midwest Esports Conference. My word, this has been entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah, Ashland has to find a killer instinct here from one of those players. Somebody has to step up. Will it be Silent Wolf? Could be Slippy. Geeb, though, is the only one with a goal so far in this game. Game number 3 here, so it might have to come from them. But here comes Kip. What a shot! Off a great pass from Uncle Stan.
I mean, it's a dispossession there on the Silent Wolf. It's the beautiful touch off the backboard. And it's the recognition that, yeah, you put it there, I'm going to bury it.
Yeah.
And, we've had the enforcer now. Getting onto the score sheet once again, Kip has been the Swiss Army knife for this Ohio Northern team.
Absolutely. As the final few seconds tick down, mathematically, there is no longer a chance for them to score enough, as Silent Wolf tries to tell me I'm wrong. As every time I doubt Ashland, they come in and they score another goal. What is going on here?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. I mean, can you say kickoff goal? Kickoff goal could be good.
I mean, I was ready to say game, set, match, but, we could have a kickoff goal. Let's find out. Woo! No, game, set, match.
Happened.
It's the winner is Ohio Northern.
All right. Okay, blood is moving now. Wasn't sure what we were going to be in store for here, but yep, I'm feeling like I just chugged an entire Red Bull before we got done with that match. This is what we're here for, JT. Maybe a little bit of an underdog. Ashland is going to be a team that we actually might want to keep an eye on here as they get acclimated into this season. But let's talk about Ohio Northern. Jay Rupp is the ringleader of their 3-man circus.
Absolutely.
And was running circles around everybody.
Yeah, he was just flying, especially game number 1 there. I could not say J Rupp enough because he was just everywhere, defensively, offensively, anywhere the ball was there. It was a little bit of ball chaser mentality there, but quite frankly, that's exactly what they need. They set the tone with that example there. They expected, hey, we are going to be the first one to the ball. We are going to be getting it. We are going to be in your face. We're going to be aggressive. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of the series there. And J Rupp was a huge contributor to that.
It was indeed. It was fantastic, though. I mean, seriously, I took a look at all their ranks, and I was not expecting it to be this entertaining. Ashland definitely was learning on the fly there. They were getting their education on the pitch. And you saw moments of brilliance from them, and it was when they started believing that they could make Ohio Northern bleed, and you started seeing that. And when they tied them, I thought they were actually going to take a lead because they were running on all cylinders. And you saw that unfortunate Squirtle goal against the run of play from J Rupp, right place, right time. Sometimes the ball just do be going where it goes, and we saw it go in the back of the net and kind of squash their momentum at that point.
Absolutely. But, again, credit where credit is due. Ashland absolutely did come out clutch in a way, didn't clutch in the way they got the victory, but definitely clutched in a way that showed that the paper stats aren't necessarily everything. And I think that is something that we should see potentially that they are, going to improve as the series goes on here, and we're going to see those games get a lot closer because it's not like they weren't close before.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic here. It's exactly what we were hoping for. So we will see what happens, as we go throughout the season. There are plenty of weeks to go ahead. So, I mean, it's a over to start out the season here for Ashland, but Ohio Northern, they take that first game dub, and they're going to be having a fun time. So, we've got a little bit of time here. We'll probably get a chance to talk to them, but JT, I mean, what are you looking forward to next?
For me, I'm absolutely really excited for the fact that we have so many different people to kind of thank for the MEC here. To me, I would have to say that it's all about, have you ever wondered what goes into running an esports event? To me, it's between helping your team helping you run the event and the audience that are attending the event. The people are the first thing you have to consider when setting up an event. If you want to learn more about how people power an esports event and more, type !top 5 in the chat and check out our article, What It Takes, Top 5 Things Powering Esports Events. Once again, that is !top, the number 5 in the chat, and check it out, guys, because that article really helps you guys learn take the peek behind the curtain of these esports events that we do and Unified does, as well as MEC. Because let me tell you, there's going to be events throughout the year, folks, and that's I'll just leave you with that little teaser. There's going to be we got some events planned in the works. Never you mind that. And after that, folks, we do have somebody from Ohio Northern. It is Stan joining us from the winning side. Stan, how are you after that victory over Ashland?
I'm feeling amazing. It's a great way to start off the season, get a dub. It's always good to be undefeated, so we're going to hope to keep it going here.
And it's actually STN. My apologies there on that. So that's on me for not knowing how to read. I thought there was vowels.
All right. I mean, what was your guys' mindset coming into the game? Ashland, maybe on paper, maybe not as skilled on paper. So, I mean, how did you guys prepare for this going into week number 1?
Yeah, we didn't really know what to expect, coming into the league. A lot of the teams, we don't know too much about them. So we just kind of came in with like an open mindset, making sure that we start off on the right foot. And, I think we did that. So.
Absolutely. And to me, like one thing that I really noticed was certainly like with you guys and J-Rup certainly seemed to be disrupting everything that Ashland was kind of throwing at you. Was there anything that you guys found particularly challenging going up against Ashland that you guys maybe didn't expect?
I definitely think they had some good control plays. Like some of their flicks were pretty good. They were controlling the ball. And so I think just like, making sure that we're being on top of it, defending that, making sure that someone's challenging the ball. And then, like you said, with like disrupting them, we're trying to throw their game off a little bit, get up in their face. So yeah.
All right, Slevin, you guys have Simpson College up next tomorrow at 7:15. Do you know anything about this team coming up? And if so, what's your plan going into the game?
I think we played them before at a LAN. I don't know if it's the same roster. So if it is, I do know they have like at least like one really good player, so we're gonna have to watch out for him, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to lock in tomorrow for that series.
Absolutely. And one last thing before we let you go, STN. What is really kind of your guys' goal here in the season? Do you guys think that you have what it takes to reach the championship here in the MEC?
Oh yeah, for sure. Our goal is definitely to win the league and hopefully go undefeated. I would say those are our two main goals, yeah. And obviously have fun.
All right. Well, any shout outs that you'd like to give before we let you go?
Definitely my teammates, they carry me. And shout out to the family.
Shout out to the family and the teammates there. Well, for ONU, STN, thank you so much for joining us post-victory there. You guys get to enjoy this one here and then come back again later this week for another tough matchup. And folks, when we come back, we will have more Rocket League coming right to your faces there. But it's going to be another one. It's going to be another gritty one there, and I'm excited to see what happens when we come back.
We are here live at the MEC Fall Championship. It's Kendo Slice, and I am with Cleveland State University's Sully. Sully, the question that we've been asking everybody, what does esports mean to you?
Well, esports to me is just like the ability to play with other players and compete with people and try to overall improve at the game. It's about not so much as winning, because when you win, it feels great, but it's about learning the game and playing the game at a high level and having fun at the competitions. That's what it's all about to me.
Having fun and the competition. Love that. First off, I do want to ask, over the last 3 months or so, we're talking Scholastic Esports.
Yeah.
Has there anything that the last 3 months has enabled you to learn?
For esports specifically, well, playing with my teammates, because before this, I played at a 2-year school, and so it's 2-year school. We had a lot more fun with it. Like, we didn't really do as well, but kind of just went in there and played some weird comps and just had fun. And now playing with all these other CSU guys, they just made me better, because playing with like better people and surrounding myself with better people just helps me learn. So I can kind of take things from everybody and take all their different play styles and mesh it into one. So
I love it. It really does happen everywhere, folks, whether it be esports or as well as real life. We all grow each other, and seeing that in the team dynamic is fantastic. We're at LAN.
Yep.
It's another opportunity to get not only that team dynamic, but to look across the stage and be like, hey.
And take from them, too.
Yeah. You're taking positives from them. You're getting them shook. I heard you all did fantastic earlier in a match. The LAN process. What's it been like for you? Have you enjoyed your experiences with LANs?
Yeah, so especially we didn't have school yesterday because our school observed Veterans Day, so it's like a 3-day weekend. we get to travel. It's like a vacation. We get to stay in a hotel. Last night we played some cards, different card games in our dorm room all together, in our hotel room all together. So it's like a big vacation, which is awesome. And then on top of that, we get to come here and play some Valorant, and that's the cherry on top.
I love it. And you throw on top of it, there's more to come.
That's right.
Favorite esports moment, but we're shaping it.
Okay.
It's from the last 3 months. It's going to be from this semester, and excuse me there.
This semester, actually, like today was probably the best moment because we played earlier. I got an ace. That was pretty awesome. And then the game before that, I did pretty well, and I got a triple spray transfer, which I'm pretty proud of. Which I can't wait to go watch that tonight later. And so probably today. Today's probably been my favorite.
Hey, there you go. And this is just the beginning. It's not just the peak. Finally, we're looking forward toward the future. What does the future look like for you in esports going into the next semester? Anything coming up that you're excited about?
Well, I mean, this is our first semester as a team because me and Lime, we're new to this team. So we're looking forward to being able to practice more over winter break. And we're looking at this semester, we're looking at this as kind of like a practice run, like a dry run.
Yes.
And then next semester, we're getting for real. We're getting real. So next semester, we're planning on doing a lot better. I'm happy with our results this semester, especially just forming. But now that we've been together for a year, it's gonna be over.
It's gonna be good. That's what I'm talking about, folks. I really appreciate Sully. Once again, more interviews to come.
Hi, we're Audiovisual Design Group, or you can call us AVDG for short. Over the last decade, we've grown to become one of the largest technology integrators in the United States. Our journey began in 1996 when the Macarena was the #1 song in America, and a guy named Robert Sharfer founded AVDG in Silicon Valley. From the beginning, everything we did was rooted in the philosophy that technology integration should be exceptional by design. Exceptional tech, exceptional people, exceptional spaces. To achieve this, we became laser focused on process. Employees were thoroughly trained, projects followed a consistent workflow, and customers received outstanding service and guidance, no matter the size or scope of the project. Before long, AVDG was working with top companies in tech industries, both in the Bay Area and overseas, including Oracle, Wells Fargo, and Google. AVDG wasn't just a commercial integrator. We also worked in high-end residential environments. Across California, we partnered with homeowners, renowned architects and developers, including Troon Pacific, Michael Lee, and Robert Hidley. We built lasting relationships through our support division, providing solutions for technology updates, upgrades, and everything in between, while continuing to grow. Through acquisition, AVDG expanded across the country. We acquired TVTI in Chicago, which had built a reputation for its partnerships with architectural firms, builders, and MDUs. This was a perfect fit for AVDG because TVTI was already known for its innovative solutions, which created value for developers and end clients too. TVTI's award-winning approach led them to produce integrations that have touched most of the Chicago skyline. Their work can be found in the city's most prominent towers, upscale condominiums, and residential buildings, as well as other developments across the United States. Next, AVDG acquired Maverick Integration on the East Coast, which was another perfect fit. Maverick had done incredible AV projects throughout 2 million square feet of some of the finest homes in New England, New York, and the Caribbean. Maverick was one of the first integrators to take an engineering and design approach for residential projects, which allowed them to create innovative solutions based on each client's space and needs. Their specialty was finding smart ways to integrate technology in the construction of these exquisite homes so that usable living space was not compromised, while enhancing architectural features through lighting design and other custom solutions. In the process, Maverick worked with many award-winning firms to refine what they could deliver to a client and what the homeowner's experience would be. These acquisitions have been an important part of AVDG's success story. Today, AVDG is now ranked among the biggest and most successful integrators in the country, with 7 locations across the US. So, what sets AVDG apart? While every technology project is unique, we use a proven process that ensures success every time. We refer to this process as FLOW, or Frictionless Operating Workflow. FLOW enables our team to work smarter and faster. Each project is defined by roles and milestones that allow team members to work in their individual swim lanes while also contributing to the big picture. Every aspect of a project has a defined process, from the initial sale to the final client handoff. We keep in close contact with our project stakeholders, including general contractors, designers, and electricians, to ensure we stay on track. All of this is done digitally across multiple projects simultaneously, that we can quickly redirect teams, adjust scheduling, and define new milestones as needed. Our process extends beyond the project completion. Clients receive ongoing support and remote system monitoring, ensuring fewer headaches and maximum system uptime. For AVDG, it means an increased customer lifecycle and the opportunity for additional projects in the future. Our process is the secret to our success and is what allows us to grow, expand to new markets, and merge with new teams, and while maintaining the consistent quality service we're known for. As we at AVDG continue to grow and innovate our industry, our process will continue to play a vital role in the story of our success.
Welcome back, everybody. MEC inaugural week for Rocket League. Myself and JT are back with you here to bring us game number 2. JT, I know somebody on this Miami squad, but let the folks know out there who we got coming up next.
Well, you kind of you buried the lead there a little bit there. We do have Miami University coming up, taking on Cleveland State University there. I believe that is Miami of Ohio, so it is a interstate rivalry going on here as we have Cipro, Katie, Carson, and Goose line up on the Cleveland State side. Meanwhile, for Miami, we have, well, why don't you just tell us about them, since you know them so well?
It's Risky, and the reason why I know Mr. Risky is that I casted him when they were chasing 2 national titles in the EGF, and I had a chance to go down to Disney World, and they really did put on a good show. It's such a fantastic flex player on the pitch, can play all 3 positions very well, I might add. And I mean, seeing them at Miami of Ohio now definitely makes my heart happy. Pretty good friend on Twitter as well. So yeah, definitely good to see them. Fyra and OWAM to round out the Miami of Ohio roster. And well, I mean, it's week number 1, so you know there's going to be some growing pains here for both teams. I took a look at some of the rankings. They're pretty close to each other, so I think that we will take I think this is going to maybe go more than just a 3-0 factor here. But JT, I mean, we saw, in our first game, rankings does not matter right now.
Yeah, absolutely not. Sometimes it is, in fact, about coaching. Coaching absolutely matters here, and sometimes it's about, as you would know, being fans of professional sports. It doesn't matter. You just having somebody to coach. Who's coaching you also matters. So sometimes that coach could be all the difference for these 2 teams. But you're right. Cleveland State does come out slightly favored in my opinion. There, they do have some GC3s on the roster there, whereas Miami University, I think the peak that I saw was a GC1, but I mean that's like splitting hairs if we're being honest. This is kind of a push for my estimate here on who can really come out the stronger team. It's really going to be a matter who shows up on the pitch tonight, and I think that's what's really fascinating to me is that we have a true no one seems favorited yet, and that's the great thing about week 1, right?
I love it. Week 1 is it's a clean slate. It's like a newly fallen snow. There's nothing disturbed. But it's about to be disturbing as we see a lot of physicality, because I know that Risky is known to take risks. It is very aggressive in rotation, is very aggressive when they have an offensive mindedness to them. We'll see how he does here. It's my first chance to see him actually playing in college now. God, I'm feeling really old saying that, having cast him junior and senior year of his high school career. So my word. Yeah, I'm ready to see. In Cleveland State, I don't have anything on them as of yet. So, I mean, this is, all going into my Rolodex of information on these college programs. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a season. If game one of our inaugural season is anything to go off of, JT, I think that we are in store for a massive, massive season here. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're also going to have a lot of learning along the way. And I think that for me, that's almost as fun as casting it, is getting to know these players, being able to tell their stories. That's what we do this for.
Absolutely, yeah. This is going to be a big one here to see who comes out on top, as we are now underway for game number 1. Cleveland State showing up on the blue side of the field there. Miami of Ohio on the orange side, and Carson making it a daily for him as it's a first goal of the game.
I mean, that touch is everything. I mean, they didn't play it bad. Just kind of got double tapped underneath and just got completely screwed there. So, I mean, Miami of Ohio here, 10 seconds in, they're already down.
I mean, I gotta say, Ohio's no stranger to big dunks like that. So, shout out to King James.
Oh, my word. Okay. I was thinking more of Michael Jordan, but I mean, I guess Cleveland say, oh, we'll give it to you. It's all good. But, I'm going to see now how do Miami respond here as they take a demo right in front of their goal. Risky, once again, there we go. There's the look that we were looking for. Will be very smooth and will be very, very communicative in their play. I had an interview with Risky a couple of times and absolutely had fun with it. So we'll see if he continues this in his college career.
Absolutely. As you see now, Wham trying to set something up here for Fira off the backboard and dropped in there. Fira takes a equalizer. What a beautiful shot.
What control too, though. I mean, just the double tap like a knife under the crossbar. JT, that's a beautiful Rocket League right there. I almost said Overwatch because I've just been casting so much of that lately. But still, I think here for Miami of Ohio, just a minute in, and they've already got the equalizer. Now they're looking for more.
Absolutely, as it seems Carson trying to jump it in there, but Fear able to respond well, sends it down or reciprocate to not reciprocate the action. But we did get some demos, Risky creating some pressure there, and Fira finishing it off there with goal number 2, a brace here in game number 1 for Fira.
What a touch! What 2 touches? I mean, first of all, the control, and then just a little nudge. I love that, just that little flick pass to yourself just to kind of release some pressure. And absolutely went in with that beautiful chassis there, by the way, on Carson. But now, 2 goals on the trot here for Miami of Ohio. They're starting to fire on their all 6 cylinders.
Absolutely. As we see a nice little save there from Goose. Not acting like a bot that time, but certainly, I gotta say, these Cleveland State car designs are very much interesting, intriguing, if nothing else. They are kind of they've kind of thrown me for a loop a time or two. As we see another loop being thrown in, and it's Fira with a hat trick.
Well, how? I mean, I see what you did, but how did you make that angle work? Double tap seems to be Fira's arrow de jour, as it is. That's 2 double tap goals on the trot.
Yeah, nevertheless, though, Fira certainly coming out with their head on fire, just absolutely playing out of the mind. A shot coming in, though, from Goose to try to cut that lead here. Not going to happen, as Reciprocate has to create the space for their teammates and allow Carson to try to get something going here. But, man, this Cleveland State team, they came out starting really strong there, but now Miami just kind of took control suddenly, and now almost halfway through this one, it's all Miami, Ohio.
I mean, they've set the tempo really on their terms. And I mean, there's a double tap chance of opportunity. Carson not able to get on the back of it. Ran out of boost in the end. Fira looking for a teammate, finds the mega boost there in the corner. Now the rotations are on. Open net in the back. Here comes, well, I think that was Owam coming from way downtown to be able to get themselves back into contention and really block up the goal.
Ooh, and he cannot make the save there. Fira getting the assist on Risky's goal right there as he just sends that one flying all the way from halfway across the field. 4-1 now for Miami.
I mean, this is starting to be a runaway here for Miami of Ohio. They took it was the 4-second goal against them, and they haven't looked back since. They said, you know what, we can score 2, and we can control the tempo. And that's really what's been happening. I like the demos, though. We're starting to get a little bit more physical here from Cleveland State. That's definitely a good boon in their direction.
Yeah, it's a nice chippy affair right now as Carson trying to create some space in the back line there, demoing Fira. It's a good strategy there. Fira certainly seems to be the most dangerous player of Miami's squad so far. However, you still got to put the ball in the back of the net there, and they've had some trouble finishing those plays. As you've seen, they peppered the backboard there, but only one has gone in the back of the net.
A smart touch there from Owam as they try to go around. You know what? They saw the pressure coming in. They decided to give a little bit of a skid and keep possession of the ball. Now we are under 90 seconds, JT, and we're looking, at a 3-goal lead. Cleveland State needs to figure some way to break this defense in a hurry.
And nice little demo there from OM, looking for the pass, and good defense, preventing that one from being a goal there, as that one should have been an easy tap-in. Nevertheless, a minute and 3 goals to find an equalize for Cleveland State here. That is approximately 15 seconds per goal by the time I'm finished talking this sentence here, so that is not a lot of time per goal.
It really isn't, and I mean, they're just crashing the net now. Miami of Ohio are just completely in bloodlust right now. That's a great set. Even better save from Goose. Right place, right time. Exactly what they need to keep themselves in.
Absolutely. Final 30 seconds upcoming here. Risky still has some boost in the tank there, trying to set it up for Fira, who has been the hot hand this game. See if they can try to get another one here before time expires on game number 1. Meanwhile, for Cleveland State here, I think at this point you got to start thinking maybe you can just get one goal as a little bit of momentum heading into game number 2.
Oh, I don't know if that's a troll goal. I'm not sure if it was just a little bit of a brain fart, but yeah, there was somebody there on the line that they just didn't get up for it. So, I mean, they give a little bit of a consolation back there to Cleveland State, but still 10 seconds. Not mathematically impossible. We'll see if they can score on the back of it.
I have my doubts that will happen because time is expiring here. Game number 1, I think we can say, is decidedly going to Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much one-way traffic. Other than the opening stunner from Carson, the Cleveland State never found the back of the net again until the final 10 seconds of the first game. And I really think it came down to communication. It came down to aggression, and then the execution. In the final third, Fira really was the bandwagoner there and just led everybody to the promised land. Tell you what, Miami, Ohio, looking pretty scary right now.
Oh, they are looking really strong right now. Again, when you have the hot hand that they do with Fira, I think it's about just trying to feed them and see if how long and how far that game plan can take you. Meanwhile, on the side of Cleveland State, obviously they did get a goal back as a little bit of momentum at the end of game number 1 here, but game number 2, this is a time to reset. Now you understand the game plan, you understand the machinations of Miami. Can you find a way to counterbalance what they're throwing at you? And you see already there's some counterbalance as you see a little bit different paint scheme going on there.
I mean, we've gone away from the steampunk engine. I mean, which I'm sad for because I love that look. But still, a little bit more practicality here coming out from Cleveland State. And I mean, maybe some chassis changes as well. But, I think right now for them, I think that they need to establish a tempo here that's comfortable for them and not allow this Miami of Ohio team to set a rhythm.
Yeah, and rhythm is so important in this game, as is momentum, as that is a shot from downtown. A laser coming in from OWAM.
I mean, there's no stopping that. And I mean, it's exactly what you needed. 45 seconds in, Miami opens their account here in game number 2. Oh boy, Cleveland State needed an answer. I think they need it in the next 30 seconds.
That was a fantastic goal from all the way across the field. And what a little flick right here off the backboard. Can he finish? No! Oh-wham shot goes high. And now it's opportunity for counterattack coming in as Fear has to step up and is able to do so to snuff out that attack from Cleveland State. But Cleveland State, they are trying to keep this pressure up here, try to keep that out of their half of the field here. But Miami, again, just a very strong team. Cohesion is the name of the game here for Miami, and they are sticking together like glue.
I mean, they really are. I mean, Risky's playing the third man right now. OM and he have swapped positions. Risky's doing more of a float, and oh my gosh, OM on the goal line. Goose able to get the touch away and keep it a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, if this was League of Legends, his teammates would be question mark pinging him the entire time. How does he not finish? He was inside the mouth of their goal there. Nevertheless, it remains a 1-0 lead here for Miami with 3 minutes still left to play as you see them peppering this backboard here, creating a lot of pressure on the back line of Cleveland State. Trying to get something from Carson there, but again, just every time they get a touch, Fear's there, someone's there to try to demo them or create and get them off that ball, make them as uncomfortable as possible.
Oh my God, what a redirect there from Fira. Holy cow, following the play there from the side, look at the shot go up from Risky. It hits the crossboard, look at this, just perfect precision and just deadly from that range.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful shot too. Again, it goes underneath your teammate there because they are actually there to bump out that defender, and the one that lands in the goal is just, there's not enough time to react to that, and all you can do is just watch that go in the back of your net there. Really good team play here by Miami, as again, it's about, that we've heard stories about this Miami of Ohio program. They do have some really good coaching in this program, and they tend to find stars or diamonds in the rough, if nothing else, and able to punch, with a cohesive, singular attack, if you will.
I like it. I like it. I completely smell what you're stepping in there. I mean, the synergy of this team already is very apparent on the screen. They're coming hard, and their rotating is so beautiful right now. Kind of a wonky rotation there. Almost a shot for them to get a shot on goal, but as it is, no goal. Good God. That touch, so important there for Miami of Ohio, as we are now under 2 minutes, 2-goal lead. Nice little touch just to keep that momentum going down to the offensive third.
Yeah, and it is OWAM creating this pressure here. Fear is there as well, but really OWAM's the one that stepped up, like you said, in this game number 2 here, has been kind of like the one haranguing and harassing that back line, not allowing them to get comfortable. So Cleveland State has to find these quick touches, just touch and go, similar like you would see with some soccer programs. It's very much, hey, you get one touch, get it off, try to find your teammate there, and try to confuse and create some control here in this match. There's still some time left to do it with 1 minute and 15 left to play.
Yeah, I think that they need to make this game more vertical too, because I mean, Miami of Ohio, they're playing vertical. Cleveland State is a lot more ground-based, and I'd like to see them go more vertical. I'd like to see them switch the field too. If we're talking soccer terms, as we both played soccer in our youth, I was a netminder. I mean, I would love to see the switch. Just go against the run of play and see if they can find some open space out against, where you're seeing the plays coming in from.
Yeah, absolutely. And whereas me, I tend to play more on the wing there. I would like to see him see a little more east to west there rather than north to south. Don't get so direct at goal there, because that's going to get predictable. Find ways to get involved. Find those infield passes to your teammates here to try to find different angles of attack there. As you see, another shot comes in and almost the dunk from Risky, to be denied by Goose.
Goose has kept their goose in this match, and I mean, it's almost cooked here with 17 seconds left to go in game number 2. Fira with the second goal of this game. It's a hat trick lead, 16 seconds left.
Absolutely, 3-0 with just over 15 seconds left to go here in game number 2. Cleveland State, they did not come out very strong here in game number 2. I would say that right now they got to find something heading into game number 3. Just a goal, anything, kind of able to tip their cap and say, hey, we were able to to produce some sort of results, because right now the defense of Miami is absolutely dictating the pace of this match.
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. This is a. I mean, if you look at what we got 8 shots on goal there from OM. We've got 7 centered balls in from Risky, Fire with 2 goals. I mean, this is a 3-person unit right now, and they are sharing one hive mind. And I mean, it's perfect. It's perfection, about as good as you can get, rather than, I mean, being like a 10-0 score line. But still, I think they kept the game in front of them. They're playing within themselves. I think that's so very important. Especially when we get up in these ranks and when we get up, in the skill level, especially collegiate, being able to play within yourself, not going out there and chasing every goal, taking the chances that present themselves to them. Man, their coaching is top notch right now. Cleveland State, though, JT, what do you do there?
Again, I think it's got to be, you have to set the tone. You have to set that tone early. Be aggressive early on. You've been taking these shots on goal against yourself so much time. You see them demoing you. All right, find a way to counterman that, or you get that first demo in. All right, you get the first touch of goal, the first demo, the first shot on net. That's how you start off being aggressive. And I think Cleveland State has to get a little bit of that dog mentality going on there and attack them as quickly as they can. As we head to game number 3, what will Cleveland State do? We are about to find out.
I mean, Cibricate there has to push the ball away. That was definitely going towards the goal. But here we go. I mean, once again, it's going to be an early goal from OAM. That's exactly what they needed. I mean, 11 seconds in, it's one touch. See you later.
Yeah, and Cleveland State just a little bit slower to the ball right there. And that is, I think, something a little bit has been a theme here against Miami. Miami tends to win these 50-50s. They tend to be just a little bit faster to the ball, a little bit more efficient with their movement of the car.
We'll see now what Cleveland State has up their sleeve. I feel like they're a little bit punch drunk, to be quite honest.
Woo!
After that opening stutter, and what a shot from my boy. Risky. Beautiful stuff there. What a touch from Fira. And once again, though, there's a good touch from Carson, but it unfortunately goes right into the path of Risky and unerring into the top corner.
I will caveat that, say it was a good touch had his teammates been there to receive that touch. Instead, it went directly to Risky there, and Risky had the easiest job in the world, just trying to put it in the back of the net from that position.
Well, I mean, Fira's doing Fira things once again. Just seems to be a magnet for the ball. What a shot! It gets touched on the crossbar. Yeah, follow-up shot, no good. Yeah, no good. Oh, my goodness. OM looking for a shot on the side, but yeah, they're actually going to turn this pressure away.
Yeah, nice little defensive stand there as Fira was roaring in there trying to look for that shot, but nevertheless, the defense able to hold their line at that time. Now Goose trying to turn this into something here. Looked for that demo on Fira there, but was turned away as Fira's wise to it there. Just that quick little deft turn of the car kept that from being a demo. Now Fira able to make that save as Goose makes that shot. Carson able to defend the aerial assault currently, as it is now 3 minutes and 40 seconds still to play here. A 2-0 lead early on here for Miami. However, it is the most dangerous lead in esports, as we are well aware. So I got to see another goal from them before I can feel confident for this Miami team.
Well, I tell you what, Cleveland State have kind of changed it up now. They're getting some very tight rotations, almost like cycling the puck behind the net in hockey. Really had a good 25-second stretch there, but no results on the end of it, JT. I mean, I'm starting to get worried for Cleveland State. There's a positive ball moving forward, but where's the rest of the team?
Yeah, it's what's happening here is where you're highlighting there is that you're just these 1 and 2, these attacks where just one person's coming up there. You got to have a cohesive attack there. Maybe have 2 attackers, 1 person back in defense there, and look for those teammates to pass the ball to. Even those back passes. Back passes can be so critical to try to lure the defense in and set them up into a position where they all try to go for that, and then they get caught out of rotation there and finding that extra space behind them.
Well, as we hit the halfway point here, there is the goal. Risky with number 2, 100% completion rate, by the way. Hello. Getting better in your old age, Risky. Unending, though. I mean, and it's Fira and OM that are really putting the pressure on the front line. Risky's just clean and clear to clean the trash up in the front.
Yeah, and again, that was exactly what I was talking about there. You saw that they were able to force a 50 there, and then Risky's able to find that space from that 50 and just slots that one home on that third goal of the game here in this game number 3. It is starting to look like a bit of a sweep here. Will there be bruised by the end of it? Oh, Wham thinks there will be.
Oh boy. I mean, once again, it's a fear of touch. They know they didn't have the angle on it, so why not, throw a carom off the backboard and see what the rest of your team can do? And that's worked out so well for Miami of Ohio. Cleveland State, I think they're punch drunk now.
There's momentum is one of those undefinable things in sports, and what makes it so fascinating is that the momentum can absolutely shift. However, Miami, when that momentum had an opportunity to shift there, they just kind of wrestle it right back there. They say, no. We're not going to allow this momentum to shift. We are going to dictate the terms of this game from the very onset, and that is exactly what they've done so far. It's up to Cleveland State. They're not going to be given anything in this game, so if they want to try to force a game number 4 here, they have to do it all by themselves here, because their opponents are not just going to make any mistake to try to give the game away.
I mean, it's a good demo. You end up getting demoed out yourself, and you had a full head of steam, and now you got to go back and reset the resources. So, I mean, Miami, they're just accepting whatever Cleveland State throws at them and just turns it around and makes profit on it. I think that's a hallmark of a really well-coached and a really synergistic team that understands the play styles of its players. That's a dangerous ball that's just kind of trickling there. And I mean, if it's me, I'm spending all my resources trying to get a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Something to at least hang your hat on there, saying, hey, we at least scored a goal against this very staunch defense. But right now, this defense is absolutely elite coming from Miami. And OWAM is going to add the cherry on top there. 43 seconds left to play. It is 5-0 Miami.
Well, this is exactly what Cleveland State didn't want to see their first week of the inaugural MEC Rocket League season, but that is unfortunately what is happening right now. They have not scored a goal since 6 seconds in to game number 1. They have been shut out the past 9 minutes and 27 seconds.
You've got a better memory than I do, because I'm surprised by that. I thought for sure, well, they must have scored at least one goal in game number 2. No, wow. Not since the first few seconds, opening seconds of game number 1 here. An impressive display here by Miami. And certainly, I feel like this is not just a message to Cleveland State, as OM makes it 6-0. This is a message to the entire MEC.
4 goals and 5 shots. Wow. That is impressive. Risky, I think, is still on 100%. I mean, the chances that they take, they usually end up finishing off. And I agree with you. This is a statement to the entire league. We will not be trifled with. We are coming for blood.
Yeah, putting the entire league on notice with this sweep of Cleveland State, a team that we thought would be absolutely bringing them down, possibly to game number 5 there. And Miami University said, we don't care. We are who we are. All right, you have to come meet us at our level. And they have absolutely done that right now, setting that tone with that sweep. An impressive display here, Billy. It's just, I mean, what more can I say?
I mean, there's not much more to say, but you know what's even better, JT? If you want to see these MEC players live and experience the MEC for yourself, you should come and watch the MEC Spring Clash at the Unified Gaming Fan Fest Deerfield on February 10th and 11th. Use command !Deerfield in the chat and follow the link to get your tickets and join us there.
Deerfield, very excited about that. Deerfield, Illinois. It is going to be an impressive display. They're going to be at that LAN, no doubt. Always a great experience for these LAN events here. It's always exciting when you're able to do that. We will have you guys an opportunity to take a look at that LAN experience for yourselves. Take a look, guys.
Unified welcomes you to the following presentation of the Midwest Esports Conference. Here at the MEC, we partner with schools all over the Midwest to create premier gaming experiences.
The most common angles that the operator plays. This is like second to only B long. Fight is likely having a leg shot, but they're too slow. Hariri lands a perfect headshot.
Laying in the damage zone to the ball now. Going into A4, look at Sake. Laying in the middle.
Sake?
Laying in the damage. Going in revenge for their honey.
No way!
Play caller. Sake Wabe gets the quadra kill.
That was
So it kind of sounds fun, so I'll give it a chance. And then we end up playing in high school the next 2 years together. We've been playing ever since. So you kind of taught me the game. We've been playing on a team since then, and then now we're in college, so we can't play together anymore.
We do love all the players, even the ones we shit talk. We love you all. We love you all.
Body Pluto looking for the plank. Trickster waiting, maybe looking for the steal. Pluto has his engaged. The scatter of the week comes through. Watch Levi though. Levi hasn't been touched just yet, but the damage is coming through. The melt line gets melted. Jinkwall on a killing spree, and all of Ottawa goes down.
Why, those don't go in. It goes off the sidebar.
Starting to come out. The flash is popped. The rolling thunder is utilized to.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Back with the winner here from game number 2 of the night. It is Miami of Ohio taking a clean 3-0 victory over Cleveland State. And we're joined by Risky. Young man, give me an accounting of yourself. It has been years since I have seen you play on the pitch. Let us know how you're doing.
I'm doing pretty well. Actually, my second semester of college, so college thing is going pretty well. I'm pretty happy, and I'm pretty happy with this team, how we're doing, so having a good time.
For those that don't know out there, I casted young Risky back in the EGF when he was trying to win a national championship, and was very impressed with him back then. I said, you got to go to college. Well, look, here you go. We're in college at Miami of Ohio. I'll start off with the first question then. How did you guys prepare for this week? And my word, that was pretty dominant.
So we have a pretty static practice schedule. We know that going into any particular game that we have to play our game, so we just scrim multiple times a week and, hope for the best going into the game.
Absolutely, and certainly you guys look like you were your best selves out there on the pitch today against this Cleveland State team, which again seemed like a team that on paper looked pretty strong as well. What was did this feel like to you a bit of a message sending to the rest of the league there, or are you guys just feeling like this was just where you went out and got the expected results you expected?
Well, this was definitely the results that we expected. I know coming into this year, actually, our team is completely freshman, so the expectations were pretty low. And we were able to secure top 8 in the ESC during the fall, and that was a big achievement for us. And we're just looking to continue it here. Any team that wants it can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. So tell us about your coaching. You guys have a static schedule. Tell us about your coach, because you guys look very well coached. You guys look like you're playing in the same brain cell. It is a beautiful thing.
So we've pretty much been practicing every week. We're trying to, as I was saying, we're keeping it static in order to get that routine, and I think that's definitely meshing us together as the weeks are going on. And when we do need to do some replay review, which usually happens like back half of the week, we have a great coach by the name of Zell. Shout out Zell. And we can look to him to give us the best advice.
Always good to see, the coach able to prepare their team for the week consistently there. Consistency seemed to be the theme of the game throughout, as you guys just consistently working on those infield passes there. And again, that defense of you guys, is that something that you guys kind of pride on, or yourselves on, is the defense?
I will say it was definitely one of our weaknesses when we originally were, conglomerated together as a team. And I think just a lot of focus in that area has made it one of our strong suits in the end. So.
All right. Well, before we let you go, do you have any shout outs, any thanks that you would like to give before we let you
go? Shout out Miami University, obviously, for giving me this opportunity. Wouldn't be here without it. And shout out to my teammates, obviously. And the family and friends that all came out to watch. Hope we definitely didn't let you down. So stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
And we will stay tuned indeed. Risky, thank you so much for joining us after your match. Hope you guys enjoy this victory tonight, as I know you still have some work to do before you can really claim that top spot in the league that you're gunning for. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we have some work to do ourselves, Billy, because we still got one more match tonight, right?
We got one more match. Good luck, by the way, to the Overwatch Miami, Ohio team back there. Good luck. Don't get solo shattered. That's all I'm saying. But yes, we do have one more match before we close out the first night of our inaugural season, and it's going to be Cornell College going up against Illinois College. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Hi, everybody. We are here at the MEC Fall Championship, and we are live with Ataraxi from Miami University of Ohio. First off, what does esports mean to you?
Esports means to me, I see it as every other sport. You have to put as much time, you have to develop the same muscle memory, you have to have the same chemistry. So I see it as a way of bonding, and just it's a way to be competitive still, even if you aren't physically inept to do sports like football.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely identify there. Just for some reason, I can't run a 4.3. Of course, with esports, it's always a constant process of learning. Is there anything over the course of the season, the last 3 months in the MEC, that you've learned maybe about yourself or maybe in game?
I'm recently looking for jobs, and I realized with this new team that I'm on, I had to understand to be more adaptable to these new players. So it's a really good way for me to understand that I don't have to be the main voice. I have to just blend in to make one voice with the whole entire team.
Teamwork goes a long way. It's not just about the esport. It's not just everybody is a team member. Even you and I right now. It takes a little bit of teamwork to conduct an interview going back and forth. So, LAN environment. It's a little bit different from playing in the dorm room or at the collegiate facilities, right?
Yes, sir.
How does playing at a LAN like the Fall Championship feel for you?
I just hope the chairs up there are higher up. I got really long legs, so it's kind of weird. And it's also a little bit cold, but I always crank up the heat, and sometimes I'll play a little bit shirtless. But I'm wearing a shirt today, so.
Creature comforts, I understand. This is where I would normally, if it wouldn't disrupt the interview altogether, ask you to stand up so people understood how long your legs are. But if you stood up, it would end up cutting you completely out of the camera. We're not going to do that this time around. Favorite esports moment? Maybe there was a clippable offense that you had.
I think the best esports moment was playing against ONU. They totally demolished us on Ascent. I think it was 13-5. And then they got us 10-0 on the next map on Lotus, and we all just came back and won the game. But we didn't win the series, but still, it was a nice moment.
It was the slapback.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we lost the other game, so.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's little moments like that
Yes.
that are huge, whether it be sports, esports, etc. It's one of the reasons why this type of competition, it's unduplicatable. Well, it is duplicatable, but each moment is
Yeah,
very, very special. Finally, over the next 3 months or so, what does the future look like for you? What are you looking forward to in esports going into next semester? Maybe there's a game coming out. Maybe that you got something you saved up for that you can't wait to get your hands. Maybe you want another piece of that Ohio Northern squad.
I'm actually graduating in December.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I don't know if I'm still going to play Valorant, but next 3 months, hopefully I buy a new computer and figure it out from there.
You know what? Congratulations. You have any shout-outs, seeing as how this is a swan song into the night for you?
I shout out Wilson the Rooster.
Wilson the Rooster.
Lo siento.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Truly appreciate it.
You have an amazing day.
Yeah, you as well.
Welcome back, everybody. Last series of the night, JT and me bringing you the inaugural stream of the MEC Rocket League. This has been a fantastic first night so far. Familiar faces, new schools. Everything new here, nice and shiny. JT, you were taking a look at the two teams coming up here for our next matchup, and I heard Grand Champion quite a few times.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Cornell University against Illinois tonight to cap off this inaugural stream, as you said. And honestly, I gotta be honest, this is going to be perhaps the marquee matchup of the night there. Like you said, we have a bit of a rundown between these two teams here. Quite a lot of grand champs in this lineup here with the teams of High Flux, T-Girl Sunshine, and Dady Dito on the side of Cornell. Meanwhile, Illinois College, they've got Vipe 7? I'm going to go with Vipe 7, unless I'm told otherwise. Rune and Grunner 81 rounding out that squad. And, we've seen a lot of really good Rocket League tonight. But one thing that I've been yearning for all night, Billy, can you guess what it is?
Overtime?
Just a game 4. I'd be happy with a game 4.
Oh.
I would be happy with a game 4 because I want to see some competition, and these two teams have kind of like that roster at least based on paper, which, as we know, we're going to throw out the paper after week 1 here, folks. But week 1, that's all we got, and the paper says this should look like a competitive matchup heading into this one.
Yeah, on paper it sounds good. We'll see how it actually goes down. Cornell College, Illinois College. You're finally outside the state of Ohio again. Ohio does exist, but now we can go ahead and throw that in our back rearview mirror. And we'll see how these two teams come to battle. But yes, I would love to see a game 4, even a game 5. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, though, because we got to get past game 3 just to make that happen. But, what has really stood out for me tonight with these Midwest competitors is identity. The winners all had a very clear identity of what they want to do on the pitch. You heard it from Risky there in the last interview. We know our game. We're going to play our game. We don't care what you do. And they really did put that into practice on the pitch. That was a pretty damn dominant performance coming from them. So, and as always in esports, the players are running just a little bit behind. So finally they have joined. We're underway. Illinois in the orange, Cornell College in the blue.
Does feel kind of prophetic that those are the two sides. That might not always be that case, but Cornell in blue and Illinois College in orange does seem a bit fitting. Nevertheless, we are now underway. 20 seconds elapsed into game number 1 here as both teams try to set the tone here. Who will set up early on here? Looks like Rune looking for an opportunity there for Grunner, but Flux able to get there to stop that attack for Cornell, as Cornell had to do a little bit of defending early on here. Illinois College has the slight advantage in terms of attacking prowess those things. But again, I expect this one to be much more of a balanced affair, a lot of back and forth before we see an eventual goal as these two teams start testing each other out.
Oh, she had a look. T-Girl Sunshine, she had a look at goal there. Wasn't able to control that little double carom on the bounce, but still, great positioning from her. Teammates are definitely going to be looking to counteract, that and see if they can get more going along the way. Maybe running against the run of play is what Cornell College wants to do. What a shot! What a save from Vipes.
Ooh, but a double commit as well. That's dangerous there as that defense has to rearrange itself as T-Girls looking for the shot, the pass to Flux. And now the shot themselves, and that will be the opening salvo for Cornell College, courtesy of T-Girls Sunshine.
Oh, man, she followed that play like a hawk. And, I mean, this is just superior aggression, and they're not overcommitting into it as well. They're being very conscientious of their rotations, just looking for that little squirt ball to come out.
Yeah, and again, part of that, I think it came back to that double commit on the goal line there earlier from that save that put that defense a little bit out of sorts there, and you got to look for those mismatch opportunities and capitalize on it, and T-Girl Sunshine is capitalizing on everything coming their way.
That was sick. That was what a shot. Okay, I see you, T-Girl. Girl, bring it on.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that there wasn't a save from that last defender there. That looked like a potentially savable ball there. I think that it could have just been, maybe they froze in the moment. Nevertheless, though, it is now a 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in esports. Not anymore, because Flux says, listen, we can't let T-Girl have all the fun. I need to score some too.
I mean, great initial contact there coming from T-Girl. Actually gets credited with the assist there. But what a heads-up play there from Flux to be able to get up, get over the top of the ball, and get it under that crossbar. That is not easy to do in that short space of time.
No, it is not, but Flux now not content with 1 goal, trying to put the foot on the gas pedal there, and it's a Dito not able to come up with the shot on goal there, and just a little bit of missed opportunity as that one was right on the goal line. Nevertheless, a 3-goal lead is a comfortable lead for the moment, but 2.5 minutes have not even elapsed yet, so still some time for Illinois College to find their own rhythm and get back into this game.
That's it right there. Oh my God, that was the shot for them to get themselves back in the series, but the shot on goal, Flux off the goal line. T-Girl is going to go ahead and flick that forward and kind of give the team a little bit of a chance to reset.
Yeah, and I think that was a missed opportunity there. Again, skying that ball instead of like driving it down and getting that nose of your car down to take those shots. That is one of those things that you just have to be, aware of with your car positioning there, and with how fast the game is moving these days.
I mean, yeah, this game, it's been a couple months since I've done some serious collegiate Rocket League, and it just seems like every time I come back, the game is just a little bit faster. The reactions are faster, and the action is faster.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's the line between RLCS and collegiate gets fuzzier and fuzzier with each passing season there, and I think that just speaks to the talent available. And as players have played this game, as it's now been around since 2015, the Rocket League itself is almost 10 years old. It'll be 10 years old next year, and that I think is just kind of wild to me to realize that there have just been kids playing this game for over half their lifespan already, and that's where you're starting to see so much more skill being involved at the Rocket League at the collegiate level even.
My son is one of those. He routinely whoops my butt in singles, and I mean carries me when we're playing in twos. But still, I mean, this is pretty good from Cornell College, coming out here with a 3 spot early on. 2 from T-Girl Sunshine, 1 from Flux, and now they're just basically in maintenance mode. They've taken their shots when they needed to, but they know it's comfortable right now.
Yeah, and I gotta say, credit where credit's due. Illinois College has kind of stiffened up defensively there, and now, unfortunately, though, they're not able to really expand that attack anywhere. They're at least holding their own and not really allowing too much in terms of dangerous angles coming towards the mouth of their goal there. So that is something that they have, after being kind of shock and odd there at the beginning of game number 1 here, they've kind of stiffened up found a way to get themselves back in this game here. They just need to find a way to score goals, because right now with 15 seconds left to go, it's a little dicey to see if they score even one goal, let alone 3 to find the equalizer.
I mean, we have not talked about Vipes very much during this first game. We saw, I think I mentioned their name once. Run, same way. GG Runners. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not much to speak of there from the Illinois College side, as it was pretty much one-way traffic there from Cornell College. Really dictated the tempo. They dictated the style of play. They really controlled the skies as well. And that's something I want to kind of zero in on, is that we saw Cornell very willing to go to the skies, very willing to take those Air 50s. And then, you know, a lot of times they were just uncontested up there. Either it was through starvation of resources, or it was, you know, on the other side, maybe it was just the fact that maybe Illinois College are not as comfortable in the sky. And I mean, and at this skill level, we should be barely touching the ground. Honestly, we should be looking for flip resets. We should be absolutely going absolutely nuclear in the skies, challenging for the ball. And I think that's something that really Illinois College could take a page from Cornell, as be aggressive and really make your stamp on this game, because you're going to get completely washed by from the talent that we've seen tonight in this league if you don't come out there and get your name and your authority and your story on this pitch.
Yeah, and as we head into game number 2, I will say, in defense of the ground players, that is an asset. You know, if the other team is going to take to the skies and take flight as soon as that ball starts getting popped up there, you know, that's might be somewhere there's space underneath them there to try to drive a lane towards goal there. It's a matter of just how you're using it and how you're being aware of that space. Nevertheless, though, in Illinois College there, they need to find their space and be aware of each other and start working on some passing plays here. As you see, you know, looking at these rotations here, just how crisp Cornell has been. I think part of it is that Illinois, maybe they're taking a step back, just trying to understand what their opponents were doing, and then looking for ways to counteract that in game number 2. That's one thing that could be a possibility here as we're now underway.
Well, I mean, already out the gate, it's better from them. They're starting to crash the net. There we go. They have made an adjustment, my dear friend JT. They have decided that the gas pedal does work for them, and it does work when pressed towards their opponent's goal.
Hey, that's why we commentate, right? You know, it's something the kids like to call knowing ball, right? I just knew that there's going to be something happening here, and you speak it into existence sometimes. Nevertheless, a goal for Illinois College gives them the first lead of the series here, and we now have life on both sides, looking for another one. Woo! Close.
Flux. My jaw hit the floor too, JT, as I did not think Flux had it in him to be able to save that. There was 2 Illinois College attackers coming and bearing down on the goal, and they save it at the very last second. Now it's the counterattack coming on. T-Girl Sunshine going to the sky.
Without the boost to follow it up there, just watching that float helplessly towards the backboard. But Flux, what at this angle? Look at this crisp top corner of the goal there. Absolutely beautiful shot.
Somebody clip it. That was perfection. The touch from Daddy Dito. The no-look pass. Absolutely crushed with just a feather of a touch from Flux.
Yeah, incredible there to tie up the game here. Now, Illinois College, what do they have in the tank to respond with? Because they have to come up with some sort of response here. As we see, you know, Cornell College very close and tight with their groupings there. I've noticed that a lot, is that you see everybody on that team end up shifting to either the left or the right-hand side of the pitch so far, and they like to overload the ball side of the pitch at times, and that could be an opportunity if Illinois is able to exploit that to try to, you know, change the direction there, maybe get something that Cornell is overcompensating for.
Right. I think that we talked about it in our previous series. I think a switch of field would really dissuade Cornell College from overloading on one side of the pitch. So I think great analysis, great point there, my friend. Now, Illinois College has proven that they can make a bleed, and they make a bleed again.
And this one, I think, a little bit against the run of play there, because he did get that little pop, but it looked like it was an easy defense there. But no, he just gets dunked on by Vipe 7 there. And it's now 2-1. Illinois College retakes the lead.
Oh, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. We're at halftime now, and it's a 2-1 lead here to Illinois. I think they found something, and I think they've also started really being stingy with allowing Cornell College any kind of resources in their defensive third.
Maybe if we're really lucky, maybe they're just listening to the broadcast and they're just taking notes from us, and, and making those adjustments on the fly. We can only hope, that would be, but nevertheless, here 2 minutes remaining. Illinois College here having some life and not just getting mollywopped in the mouth there. They are absolutely well within this one and trying to gain even more goals to their name.
Oh, I mean, Coach Billy instead of Chef Billy, I can handle that. I can handle that. RLCS, hire me. But still moving on. What a save there from Vipes. Now showing up on the other side of the field. Vipes may have just woken up from a deep coma. But shot on goal. Save from Rune off the goal line. Danger not cleared yet.
No, it is not. Now it's out to midfield. And what a shot from Flux. Is it going to go in? Yes, it will. Flux loves the corners, and it's 2-2. Court blanche.
The worm burner. The worm burner. I was a goaltender. We call those worm burners lower 90. Nothing but scorch marks. What an angle. It doesn't like straight on shots. I think that Flux likes that angle cut shot. Almost like he's playing billiards with the ball. Now we got a tie game. 75 seconds left.
Yeah, and ooh, nice little save there from T-Girl Sunshine, excuse me. As we are looking to try to, again, you're seeing Cornell, they're now being pressed here as, oh, that one should have gone in. How does it not go in from Rune?
Oh, no.
And now,
no.
It's Cornell looking for the attack. Who is going to find the game winner, potentially?
JT, this is the first time that I've squealed all night. And if you're going to get used to this with me, I squeal when I get excited. I make little piggy sounds because I'm so hungry for great action. How does that not go in? How do they save it? And how does Illinois College not be leading here with 30 seconds left?
I'll tell you how it's this Cornell College defense being able to step up on that goal line there. And now they are pressing the attack here, able to get that and collect the ball here. Here comes Dady Dito looking for that opportunity. T-Girl Sunshine off the backboard. Will it be there for somebody? No. No one is there. And now the final few seconds of regulation in game number 2. Will the dribble find success in the back of the net? Or do we smell some overtime?
Woohoo! Finally, extra bonus Rocket League. This is what I come here for. I like the free food. But Illinois College, they ain't done yet. Neither is Cornell. They've got the ball. They've got the shot, the touch from Rune. What a pre-jump to save the goal.
Yeah, that one looked like it could have been a blooper that just catches everyone unawares, but Rune able to make the stop that time. And this one comes towards the net as well. Another clear that time as Dady Dito, Cornell College pressing the issue right now, making their voices heard. The drop-in denied by Vipe.
Triple commit didn't get punished, though. They don't have the resources to outpace Cornell. Oh, that should have been a shot on goal at the least. Maybe not. Maybe the golden goal to take their game.
Yeah, very close, tense situation here in overtime. You're going to see these teams might play a little more conservatively, or they might just take the win in overtime. Vipe gives Illinois College the game number 2.
I mean, wow. Okay. That was a Viper getting the goal there in the overtime, just under a minute of extra time there underneath the chassis. Oh my God, what a shot, what a shot, what a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what that means, Billy? That means we are going to get a game number 4, and I can tell you, I got some fan for that. I'm big fans for that, all right? Big fans for that. So we are going to get a game number 4, and that means game number 3 even more important because, you know, statistically, if you win game number 3, you're more likely to win the entire series.
Dad jokes aside, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we could even say it was
mustache and everything for you,
hands. But still, I mean, that's a great turnaround from Illinois College. I mean, they got mollywopped in game number 1, but they didn't lose their composure. This is what's scary for me now, right? Is that they took the mollywopping, they took the education from it, and then they made adjustments in real time. Viper came out the gate, scored the first goal of the night for Illinois College. It's their first lead of the night. We had some back and forth. We had some tense moments. They never gave up. The resolve was there. They ended up getting the golden goal.
Yeah, fantastic there. And again, like you said, Viper was leading the charge there for that Illinois College team there. It was kind of like leading the line a little bit there. We thought that it could be, we weren't sure who it could have been for them. You know, obviously Flux has had some time to shine, as has T-Girl Sunshine on the Cornell side of things. But, you know, Viper certainly looking like the strongest component on the attacking side of the ball for Illinois.
Now, since I was a netminder, okay, and I want to caution or preface this. Well, a shot from Gigi Runner. Hello. Didn't say their name much in games 1 and 2. Well, you know what? Right place, right time, and what a touch. Knew the contact
Beautiful
was coming
flick.
and just got that little bitty flick over the top.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful flick there. Yeah, absolutely. Could not have said it better there. A great way. 20 seconds into this one there, Illinois College, I think they found their sea legs a little bit there. You know, they kind of sat back and watched to see what Cornell College was doing there in game number 1. I think that's exactly what happened. And now they've been able to adapt, and it's like now they are familiar with the game, as it were.
I like it. I like it. I love it when a team doesn't take a licking and stop ticking. The brain's still working. They're still moving on. Flux with a nice touch coming out. Looking for the touch on the side. Looking for T-Girl in the center, but no good there. And now it's a race. A triple commit. Surely punished. And it is.
Yeah, great. I thought for sure that potentially Rune comes in there and gets that tight pinch off the wall there. No, they just smoke screen it, leaving for an opportunity, and T-Girl Sunshine. That is such a hard save to try to make. And the fact they even got a touch on the ball there, credit to them there, because that was a tough one. Nevertheless, though, Illinois College, they are now starting to click together here on offense.
What?
Defensively, though, I mean...
No! JT, this angle. Watch the angle.
Okay,
I mean, this is the spin.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Game on. 1 minute in, we've already got 3 goals. Illinois clinging to this 2-1 lead. Cornell definitely feeling like they may have lost an opportunity back in game number 2. Definitely want to get themselves out on the front foot here. T-Girl Sunshine, not a good touch, puts the team in danger.
Yeah, and Dady Dito waiting for that ball to drop in there, just got cherry picked easily by Illinois, and they're back on offense here as Flux tries to make that defensive stop to try to switch the field, is able to do so, but Dady Dito beaten there by Rune as they are, again, back and forth between these two teams, kind of ping-ponging back, looking for that sole possession and looking for those angles here. I'm loving to see these passing plays from either side right now, and now getting a little chippier. We're finally getting to start seeing that demo, see how that impacts the play.
Oh, yeah. I think there's definitely some chippiness going on. Now it's going to be, can you withstand the barrage? I mean, you start letting the demo fight out, you better be ready to end it, and it has been done so far.
As this one finally gets cleared up to midfield, looking for that shot. T-Girl Sunshine, right place, right time, able to corral it into the corner there, but not able to get on top of the ball as they get bumped off of it here by Illinois College. Viper, can they have the aerial prowess? Flux says, not so fast, my friend. Pulls a little bit of a Kirk Herbstreit on there and sends them in the wrong direction.
I see what you did there. I like it. Dady Dito, kind of been the setup man here for Flux and for T-Girl Sunshine. I'd like to see them insert themselves into the offensive third a little bit more. Give themselves a 3-man true front. There we go. I mean, shot on goal, exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, nice little demo coming the other way there. Cornell College getting that one there, putting the slight disadvantage on the defense. That was a nice offensive demo. Unfortunately, the shot came in a little too late and was easily defended there by Rune as Viper with a shot saved away by Flux that time. Minute and 55 left to go here in game number 3. Illinois College still clinging to what I would call a tenuous 1-goal lead here in game 3.
The English language needs more use of the word tenuous. I love that word. And it just imparts such gravitas to the situation. Flux, though, looking for the crutch. Oh, had T-Girl absolutely pinned out. But what a cut coming in from Viper.
Ooh, Flux there dropping it down for T-Girl. He gets it out to midfield here, but it's well covered there by Illinois, who now it's all about this back and forth. An opportunity here with the demo. Denied that time by Rune as they are able to clear it out. No, sorry, GG Runner got that clear out and also gets the demo onto Flux there. Demos all over the place here. They are absolutely trying to impose their will on the Cornell College, and so far the best way they say to keep them off the score sheet is to keep them off the field.
That's a dangerous ball. Nobody there in chase to be able to catch the trail. T-Girl Sunshine working it out of their defensive third, across the midfield line into the left-hand corner. Flux with the centering ball. Nobody there. Daddy Dado was already on the way back to defend the goal. Great decision there that time.
Yeah, that was dangerous there. I thought for sure, like, if that was any other skill rank there, that one goes in the back of the net 9 times out of 10. 10th time, it's an open net and they miss wide. Nevertheless, and that's my shot. But 20 seconds left to play here. Illinois College, I think right now they're playing to stall for time here. They're playing to try to live off this 1-goal lead here, and they're going to try to demo their way to victory. With the final few seconds, do they get a second game off Cornell College?
I mean, 0-point drill right now. 1 second on the clock. They're going to go ahead and ground it. They do. They put themselves on match point, and now Cornell College. I mean, what kind of an answer do you have? Because now you got truly beat in the run of play by this Illinois College team. They have completely changed their tactics up. Like we said, they absorbed that shellacking in game number 1 and haven't looked back since.
They haven't. No, I think, again, that was something that certainly they kind of turned on a switch in game 2, and we saw that from them here. Now it's a matter of what does Cornell College do, because now they are sitting on the back foot there. A situation where I don't think they necessarily expected themselves after game number 1. They may have felt a little bit more, overconfident. I don't use that word lightly there. I felt like they may have felt like that they were so much better than their opponents in game 2. Now, game number 3, you saw that was absolutely a battle here. And now game 4, it is all about, you don't have the opportunity to sweep. That's done and dusted. It's a matter of, can you come back and force game 5? Because otherwise, this one is so far leaning towards Illinois. They look like they had the momentum heading into this one.
They really do. And we'll see, we're taking a little bit more of an extended pause here. It's probably Cornell College trying to decide what they want to do to counteract what Illinois College is doing so right now. And I think it begins with possession. I think it also begins with their aggression on the ball. They're taking the aerial fights now, like I was hoping they would. They're taking these 50s on the ground, and being very smart with their outlets passes coming out of defensive third just like that.
Yeah, and here comes, again, Illinois College here. They've got Rune creating some havoc on the defensive line, trying to take out Flux. Flux had a bit of a quiet game number 3 there, and I think that's something that they have noticed, that Flux was kind of stringing most of that offense along there, and by taking them out there, looking for those opportunities to try to find. Now you see those demos coming out the other way there. They missed it there, but they're going for those demos, Cornell Colleges, and so now they've taken a little bit of a page out of Illinois' book, saying, hey, we can fight fire with fire just the same as you. Now both teams might be a little more on edge here in game 4.
I think that this game is going to come down to who is more physical, and physical in the right way, in the right moment. You don't need a demo just to demo. Oh, no. Okay, that's a safer touch than I thought it initially was. But that is not Viper. Once again, over the chassis of Flux. That was a cross shot to the far post. Look at this. 1, 2, boom, in.
Yeah, and that's just a misjudgment there by Daddy Dito there, trying to get that save out in space, trying to close down that angle as much as they possible, thinking that Flux could get back there in time. Nevertheless, though, a good goal there, as GG Runner says, no, I really need this ball. Please move out of my way. Didn't say please, though. Nevertheless, Illinois College here, being a bit of a bully on the field there, not even just to the opposing team, but even to their own teammates. They don't care who they're bullying as long as they're bullying somebody.
I mean, it's junkyard rules right now. It's the playground mentality as I like to call it. Everything's game. There are no rules. Nice little bump there from Flux on the side, but it's, there's the trail, there's the rotation. It's little micro rotations that we're seeing from Illinois College that's getting them so much value right now. They're taking these shorter rotations and really forcing Cornell into some uncomfortable positions.
See, now I'm just remembering Junkyard Wars on either Discovery or TLC back in the day, and just how great of a show that was.
The glory days.
Right,
Shot from Daddy Tato coming in from out far. And I mean, T-Girl has been kind of quiet too. Has had some opportunities. I mean, she was a star in game number 1. Been silenced ever since.
Yeah, it's been a good way to kind of shut her down. I think some is because she was kind of getting fed there by Flux. And as you notice, Flux doesn't spend a whole lot of time on the field very often there because they're targeting Flux so much with those demos. And I think, again, it's part of the problem with Cornell College there is that if you're not getting the service there, you gotta change up the menu, and this time it's T-Girl feeding Flux to get the equalizer.
What a little wiggle there, and then just the perfect touch. I mean, Rune tried to pre-jump the pass. T-Girl just says, I'll keep it on the ground, and Flux buries it just past halfway point here in game number 4. We have a tie ball game. Maybe this is the shift that Cornell College needed to get themselves back into contention.
Yeah, Daddy Dito with a shot denied by Rune that time, as that was a very dangerous opportunity there. No one was there, and then Rune shows up at the last second to create that save here as we are over 2.5 minutes down, 2:05 left to play here in game 4 as they are currently sitting 1-1 right now. It's a matter of wills being tested with these two teams, and both I like right now Cornell College certainly they've kind of they've battled back from some adversity here, and now I feel like they are definitely in a much stronger position than they were at the beginning of this 5-minute game.
Well, it all comes down to nerves right now. What a demo on the oh my god, how does it not go in? Oh my word, that's the go-ahead goal that they needed. They need a lead. I think that Cornell need a lead to get their moxie back.
Oh, and that was so dangerous there too, with everybody kind of rotating, the chaos on the goal line that time. And again, not a goal to be found there. Nothing separating these two sides. I've seen mistakes from both sides there and some overcommits at times there. I'm trying to see one of these teams is trying to slow down, get a little more control, that being Illinois College, resetting that mentality, possibly resetting this for a final push on the net before the regulation clock has expired.
Well, I mean, we got 50 seconds to get a winner here in game number 4. Otherwise, we're going to get some extra innings from these two teams. And what a shot! The pass from Viper. I thought he was going to take a shot at goal. Nah, looking completely the whole time for the teammate. Look at this.
Like, how do you defend that? I mean, that was beautifully set up that time. I mean, if you'd taken that shot, Daddy Dito has a chance to make that save, but instead, by redirecting it to the teammate there with that pass, it's an angle that's just hardly defensible.
It's another worm burner, too. That's the other problem, is that it was hit with so much venom that there's no shot. There's no shot. You completely break the axles. You need to set up something here, 30 seconds left. I mean, that was a kind of a half chance there for Cornell College, but they do not get anything on the back. But Flux is going to have to turn this around.
Yeah, and I expect Illinois is either going to put the foot on the gas or they're going to start playing my favorite game, which is corners. Just trying to dump that ball into as many corners as possible, take as much time off the clock there. Make that clock your friend, because it's certainly the enemy of Cornell College. This drops in here. Will it be a goal off the backboard? A goal for Flux to tie it up with 3 seconds left.
Oh, they made that happen. They made that happen. Everybody got to touch your favorite kind of goal, JT, where the whole team gets involved. The triple commit finally works, and we are all squared with 3 ticks on the clock.
Give me overtime. As this drops down, we are getting a golden goal opportunity here in game number 4 for Cornell College to stay alive, or for Illinois College to secure week 1 victory.
Well, T-Girl got way more aggressive in game number 4 than we've seen since game number 1. So she put her gamer juice in and got it going. Dangerous ball up high. Flux looking for the waterfall shot. No joy there. Now there's some pressure coming in. 20 seconds in. We're looking for rotation. We're looking for resources. They're starting to starve the Illinois College members out.
Woo! Flux, the shot denied that time, as that was a good angle looking for the near post that time, but well defended by Illinois College. And I'm going to see if these two teams have something in them. But like, to your credit, I want to touch back on that point there with T-Girl Sunshine. I think what happened here is that T-Girl and Flux basically kind of swapped roles there on the team, where Flux was trying to feed T-Girl. Now T-Girl, it's all about feeding Flux, and Flux is finding a way to maneuver around these demos from Illinois College. So that adaptation, looking for an opportunity here as Illinois looking to be a little bit more on the back foot, and you see that double commit for the boost and the ball in that corner there could lead to some miscommunication and danger if they do not clutch it out right now.
I think the other thing is that right now Illinois College is kind of slowing the tempo down. The shot, the goal, GG Runner with the game winner.
Not much slow tempo right there. It was just driving right forward. A great pass off the backboard, and with the butt of the car there, finding the angle. That is game, set, match. Illinois College takes the win over Cornell in a 3-1 set there. Impressive, to say the least, there with that overtime victory.
Two of them. Two overtime victories.
You're right.
Yep. So I mean that's the bonus. That's the bonus Rocket League for you tonight. I tell you what, that was some serious action that came in from them. I cannot believe how competitive that third game of the night was. You called it the marquee match. Absolutely, it was. JT, I'm still kind of fluttering right now. Take me somewhere where we can calm down just a little bit.
Hey, listen, and you're right. There was so much happening tonight on the action, and there is a lot that goes into running an esports event like MEC Clash or MEC Championship. And one of the most important aspects is setting the scope of your event, like setting your goals and balancing your profit with your expectations. If you want to learn more about how people power an esports event and more, type !top 5 in the chat and check out our article, What It Takes, Top 5 Things Powering Esports Events. That is !top 5 in the chat, folks, to find out more and read that article that we so diligently put out for y'all. Welcome back,
welcome
folks.
back, everybody. Oh, go ahead.
Welcome back, folks. We are here with the winning squad. We've got Viper on the call for the interview. Viper, congratulations on a hard-fought victory over Cornell College.
Thank you. I couldn't do it with my team. My team was there helping me out, is giving me the bumps, giving me the passes, the score as well. So these guys helped me out a lot.
All right, what was your guys' first game out the gate here in the inaugural MEC season? First of all, team played pretty darn well. You guys kind of took a shellacking in game number 1. Was that planned? Did you want to get a feel for what Cornell was going to bring out against you, or did they just catch you off guard?
Yeah, so at first, because we're a very new team, this is actually our first season ever been playing Rocket League as a team together. And that first game was basically just a warm-up to see exactly how Cornell played and the type of play that's going to be happening with the game. And we wanted to make sure that we could handle it. And we, 100% with those games, we absolutely handle it just the best.
Absolutely, managed to come out and adjust to what they were throwing at you in game number 2. We saw that throughout. One thing I also had to take note there was certainly the emphasis on demos. Is that something that you guys find core to your identity, or is that something that just kind of happened as the game progressed?
Honestly, that kind of just happened with how the game progressed. Yeah, we saw the weaknesses, we saw what they had, and we were like, you know what, let's just keep hitting it. They kept messing up with it, and we just kept hitting it.
All right, so tell us about not only your team, what your college are you in, your teammates, and then tell us about your coach.
Yeah, so I'm a freshman from Illinois College. I have Dwight Dynavel, who's one of my other players, and then we have Glenn, which is GG Runner, Dwight is Rune, and then I'm 5'7", it's Josh. And my coach, this is his first year here as our coach. He's very, very new, and he's great. He helped us out, and he has helped us out and developed us very, very well. Because at first, I'm going to be honest with you, we played pretty bad, but our coach got us together, and we definitely got way better. He's whipped us in shape.
Absolutely. I always like to say, preach that coaching matters, and who you have coaching you absolutely matters as well. And for you folks there, again, it seemed like to me, looking at your plan of attack there, was it something that you guys started targeting specific players? Like, was it Flux? Was it like who on that Cornell team was the one that you guys seemed to have the most trouble with early on, and try your best to try to like work around?
Yeah, I think like the you're saying like what trouble we had as a team.
Because clearly you guys like found a formula there, but like it seemed like you were kind of almost singling out specific players on that Cornell side. Was there anybody on that side that you specifically were singling out because they were giving you trouble and trying to work around them?
Honestly, no, but what we did see definitely with some of those matches, they would push up very, very high, and all we would have to do is kind of hit it over, and they would get awkward, and then we can have like a pretty easy shot. That's what we saw a lot.
All right, so 1-0 now here in the very first season of our league here. You've got, I believe, tomorrow you've got Cleveland State University. You guys are the first out the gate tomorrow. Did you have a chance to scout them out earlier, or are you going to go back and watch and see what you need to learn?
Yeah, we did scout them out for a little bit before we actually started our match. And I think we're gonna take it up, and we're gonna absolutely dominate as a team.
A lot of confidence from Vive 7 there, and well deserved at this point, because you guys get to enjoy the victory for tonight and have tomorrow and the rest of the season indeed to look forward to. Thank you once again for joining us for this interview. Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go?
I gotta shout out my family. They're the ones who got me in the seat, the ones who pushed me to be on the esports team, and I'm totally grateful for it.
Love a supportive family.
Cool.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for our interview with Vipe 7 from Illinois College to take the 3-1 victory here. We got some bonus Rocket League tonight, JT. We had some banger matches tonight. Only one real runaway game. That was the middle game that we saw between Miami of Ohio and Cleveland State University. But, I mean, coming up tomorrow, we've got more action. We've got new casters coming in as well.
Yeah, we got this guy called Cap Atsoka there, and I don't know, like there's this new kid on the scene there. I don't know if you've heard of him. Endo might be there to lend his dulcet tones to your ears, but that's for tomorrow night. For the rest of it here tonight, hey folks, that is all of our matches. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We, of course, are going to be back again tomorrow with more Rocket League action in your faces here at the Midwest Esports Conference, the MEC. It's the inaugural season. We're going to keep doing this throughout the spring. It's winter right now, but hey, spring's around the corner, all right? It's getting lighter every night, and we will leave you with that. Thank you so much, guys, and we will see for Chef Billy. I am JT Displays. You can find us on the Twitter or the X, or whatever you want to call it. With our the ats are right down there below our names, and for our broadcast partner Hyper, our producer there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us, and we will see you next time.